Welcome back to Cartoon Wrestling on WWE2K25. We have another episode. As you see, the great one, Donald Duck, making his intro here today. He is scheduled to face off in an Elimination Chamber qualifying match. You'll see his opponent momentarily, but you see Donald Duck right now. Serious look on his face. He was on the thumbnail. His opponent was also on that thumbnail. Two superstar caliber wrestlers. We are getting ready to see Danny Phantom versus Donald Duck, and someone that's already been qualified for the Elimination Chamber. SpongeBob is waiting to see who is going to join him next. And it also brings me to tell you that SpongeBob and Stewie have a match for the Cruiserweight title later in this show. But without further ado, Donald, Danny Phantom we're going some chain wrestling here. And he gets overpowered by Phantom. Charles gets in there. You know what? We gotta be careful. I mean, Charles and Donald in the same ring? I don't know, man. Hopefully Charles is gonna do his job, because you know what happens when you don't. He gets, Donald goes pretty nuts. And now Phantom, possibly, I don't know what he could do right here, but we're going to see. Big drop kick. Donald's a two-time world champion, really and truly, if you think about it. Oh, what a drop kick. Really, if you think about it, I think he's really a one-time champion. It's just he kind of got screwed over by Charles in 2K24. Oh! That did not work, and you take a big risk against a guy like Donald Duck, and you end up paying for it. And now Danny Phantom is getting into a war, trading hands, chops, slaps, all that stuff with Donald Duck right now. But he's not exactly doing that good of a job as Donald. Well, never mind, Donald's coming back. Uh-oh. Stunned Danny Phantom, and look at this. What was Donald doing right then? Is that a yeet punch? Blood thinks he's Jey Uso? I mean, come on. I mean, Donald thinks he's everybody, I guess. He's doing whatever he can. I don't know. Maybe that was an effort. And we're going right into another exchange. Are you serious? We're going back into throwing hands? We just did it. I didn't know you could do this twice in the same match. Why does everyone love to do this? Well, we are trading some hands here again. Donald got the best of him the original time that they did this. And now catches him, super kick, slap to the face. Another time that Phantom loses this battle. Donald, a swanton bomb, that could do it. We've not even been going for more than 3 minutes, and he could get him right here, and he does not, because Danny Phantom kicks out of the swanton. Donald. Oh! He flew. He absolutely flew, and now, but Phantom is coming back from that Russian leg sweep into the barricade. Is diabolical here. Why did he? That was diabolical that he just did that. And Donald Duck now gets stomped on. Phantom is doing everything that he possibly can, taking risks, taking chances, but he needs to stick to his bread and butter. And also, Phantom being a ghost, he has that ability to where he can just magically appear behind somebody. But I did mention Cruiserweight Championship, Stewie and SpongeBob. Pop that graphic up there at the bottom. That's going to be a banger later today. Monkey flip, connecting, cover. Danny Phantom, who would obviously love to compete in that Elimination Chamber. So many things he could do in there. So many things Donald could do as well. Cover, surprise roll up, but he kicks out. Current champion is Peter Griffin, but Peter Griffin will put his belt on the line. Wow, look at that move. Peter defends his belt against Shrek. It's a world title steel cage match, and look at this power bomb. He's got him stacked, shoulders down. He powers out of it again. A lot of action here today, and also directly after the conclusion of this match, you see Sonic and Tails versus a new tag team. Oh, Operation Phantom. He hits Donald with it. Cover. And Donald kicks out. Oh my gosh. Thought that was going to do it for a second, but Donald is resilient. You know that. It takes a Mack truck to beat Donald. Or maybe Charles just screwing you over. But Impaler DDT makes Danny Phantom clutch his neck like he hurt himself. Swanton springboard? I didn't know we were doing that. And now to the middle rope, possibly a Hurricane Rana attempt or a drop kick attempt. I was right first time. Again, Donald looking for some type of flying springboard kick to the face. He covers him. 1, 2, and a kick out. I mean, he knocked his lights out, but still able to find a way out of it. He's not human. I mean, that's kind of like the whole point of his character. But now Donald, oh, coup de grace to the floor, and then follows it up with a running headbutt. I mean, he's comboing him with every possible thing he can think of. Every combo you can do. Hitting one move after another, and then he just sends him flying into the ring. I thought he was going to go into the post for a second. This looks like a quack mask. Nails him. Cover to go to Elimination Chamber. Phantom powers out at 2 again. I mean, what are we doing here, guys? Everyone is able to kick out of everything. It's just one of those matches. This is like one of those times that you just got to be on your A game. Drop kick knocks him out. He just magically appeared behind him. Back suplex coming. Charles is like shocked. And now Operation Phantom, he wants it a second time. This would be the greatest upset in the history of this company. Drills him. Donald is down. To go to Chamber. Phantom. Oh, he cannot. Not yet. Donald still fighting. Somehow. Donald's still going. Moonsault. Covering Donald. Maybe that'll do it. What does he have to do? Throw a kitchen sink at him? He might have to. Donald's still in it. Like, how is Donald still in this? I want to know. I need to know. And if anything else didn't do it, this is going to do it. It ought to do it. Sit out. Pile driver. Donald. Covered. And that is how much that the opportunity means to Donald. He wants that championship shot. He wants to get his world title back. And he's willing to do anything. Look at this. Nightwing. How in the world do you kick out? He's not kicking out. He did. Dude. I don't know what to think. I'm like losing my mind. Donald somehow is still in this fight, still going. He just drags Phantom away from the rope. Maybe Phantom needs to find him a better finisher or some type of big finisher to hit him. But now lifting up Phantom, he absolutely nails him in the face. Quack mass. And somehow your winner is Donald. Donald Duck is going to Elimination Chamber. He joins SpongeBob. And there's 4 more spots to fill. We'll do that in the coming weeks, but we've seen two out of 6 filled, and we got 4 open. So Donald, congrats. Crazy match, and now we figure out who the mystery team is that's going to face Sonic and Tails. A little bit of a revamp on the tag belts. Tag team champions in the game. They're going to get a tune-up match before they have to defend their titles next episode against Ed and Eddie. Who will they face here today? It is Rick and Morty. An interesting tag team for sure. I've seen a couple of fans calling for this team. And you waited, and now it has been answered. Sonic and Tails, Rick and Morty. 1-on-1, or I said 1-on-1. 2-on-2. That tells you everything you need to know about my math skills. Wait a minute, possibly a tag this early? We didn't get 5 seconds into the match, and we have a tag from the tag team champions. That's how much they like tag team wrestling. Very quick, tag to Tails. I mean, this is one of the best cohesive units you'll ever see in tag team wrestling. They might be better than the Dudley Boys and the Hardy Boys and Edge and Christian and the New Day and the Usos all combined. Look at this. Speaking of Usos, there's super kicks in stereo. Rick might need to consider getting his boy Morty in this matchup. Sonic running. What? Charles is in his way. He was trying to hit those ropes. Charles is always in the way. When is the referee not? Wait a minute. What a unique pin, but that did nothing because Sonic had no damage done to him yet. Well, that was weird. Sonic now. He was trying to hit an exploder, but Rick has other plans. Walks him toward, that's the wrong corner, but still effective. Rick possibly looking to get Morty in. Tag team action from Rick and Morty, this mystery tag team. Possibly inverted. Oh, assisting. That rope assisted with that, but now a monkey flip. He just no-sold it. He got hit with that move from Rick and Morty. But he's getting comboed for his troubles. He caught a knee in between the eyes. Morty, another tag. Sonic's going on that top turnbuckle. Rick punches him in the face. Or excuse me, Morty punched him, and now Rick lifts Morty. Oh my gosh, that absolutely hurt. It looked like Rick was powerbombing Morty, but then it made it 10 times worse for Sonic on the impact. Tails got in there, but that hot tag fails. Charles, please move. Oh, another big miss. It looked like Rick kind of missed that one, and then Tails connects, but I popped up that graphic there. That's still to come in this show. And you know, what if Rick and Morty win? Do we insert them into that tag title match next week? We might have to. That could be something that is explored. But I mean, you just gotta. It's easier said than done. You gotta beat the team first. If you're Rick and Morty, you gotta win. But that is a good start right there. Covered. Kick out by Tails. I mean, so far the only team I've seen beat Sonic and Tails clean in the past year is maybe Beavis and Butthead, which they're not in this game yet. But you gotta be patient for that. Another tag in. Look at this assisted German suplex. That absolutely took him out. He stopped the hot tag from happening there. Sonic was trying to get back in. And now Rick picked up steam, misses. Tried to hit some type of neck breaker while he was seated. And then Tails looks like he is reigning supreme in this exchange right now. Unprettier. That was his signature move. Rick now picked up. And we're going to see a tag team finisher. The iconic 3D right in the middle of the ring. But Morty is going to get in there, I think. Morty's not. Well, Rick had to kick out, but Morty did get in there late. That was stupid. It was a terrible thing that Morty just did right there, and it cost him. Cost the team an opportunity. Sonic tags the Tails, that big boot. And you know that this is vintage Sonic and Tails offense. Now we got Tails taking the fight to Rick on the ground. Cover him. 1, 2, he kicks. I mean, I've never seen someone desperately need a tag like Rick needs one at the moment. He needs a tag, but he might not get one for a long time. Tails tried to get Sonic back in there. Wait, crucifix. Covers him. I thought he almost had it too. He was close. Now we got Rick throwing Tails, bottom corner. Here we go. Is Morty back in? He is. Rick has been busted open. I just now noticed that. Double elbow to the face. And then look at this moonsault. 5-knuckle shuffle combo there. Followed up by another moonsault that went off of that rope there. Tails to the floor. Morty up high. He looks to fly. Phenomenal forearm off of the top rope. Are we for real? That man just did an AJ Styles. I don't know if AJ Styles has ever done a phenomenal forearm off of the top turnbuckle. I know he always does a springboard, but Sonic tagged in. He's going to face off with Morty. He's taken down with a clothesline. As Sonic is punching away at Morty, I do want to shout out, later in the episode, we will see Peter Griffin, your world champion, do battle with Shrek inside a steel cage after they broke the ring last episode. That was insane. They did have a big promo. Oh, wow. He just kind of cycled through the air and then connected with that forearm. And now he's able to kick out just in time. Here we go, Sonic into the corner. Morty coming after him. Is this a finisher? Looks like it. Split leg, moonsault connecting. Tails, are you late? I mean, what is it with the opponent not getting in there in time, but they blow their opportunity to break up a pin? They just have a little bit of, I don't know, they're just weird. Anyway, Rick is looking for a springboard. Oh, crossbody. Now to the outside. Why did he do that? He jumped to the outside. He's feeling bouncy today. He just, I don't know, man. He might have got some Walter White juice in him. Flying kick to the face. Covers him to win the matchup. I mean, they feel like they can beat the champs and get in that match between Sonic and Tails and Double D, Ed, and Eddie. That matchup is going to be pretty insane, but, you know, what if we made it into, you know, a three-way? We'd have to see how that would go, but Rick and Morty just, you know, they got this, the task is simple. You gotta win first. There's no better way to get a title shot than beating the champions, getting inside their head. But now Rick is gonna get hit with a 3D. This possibly could do it. Cover. But Morty capitalizes. He's able to get in there and break it up finally. Took him a while to learn how to do that. Tails runs in with a drop kick. A little drive-by there. Double tag. Okay, double tag. Sonic and Morty going at it, but then he gets countered trying to work on that arm, but it looks like Sonic is fighting back. It's like you can recognize some of the counters, how they take so long. Surprise roll-up. Sonic to win. Morty kicks it 1. And then, obviously, you've already seen and heard me say it, but after this match, the huge Cruiserweight Championship battle between SpongeBob and Stewie Griffin is going to be amazing. Tails going after Morty. Throws him into the ropes, takes him down. Trying to knock his lights out permanently. And then you got, you know, Rick over there. He still can get in there and break up a pin, so you got to kind of handle that if you're going to try to win this matchup. Tails looking for a springboard. Springboard drop kick. He just nailed him in the face with that. Covered. Charles is in position. And a kick out real quick. Morty is looking like he wants a hot tag, but he has more health than Rick, so I wouldn't do it. Side effect. Planning it. And now Rick is back in after Tails did some crazy. Whoa! He's got some type of roll up there, but Tails kicks out again. I think we've already seen that happen before. Rick is up to a standing base. He goes into the corner, possibly a third 3D. He's going to get hit with another one. He is not kicking out, so Morty is going to have to get in there and break it up. Tails jumped outside, but before he could do anything to Morty, he was able to step through the ropes and break it up. If I'm Sonic and Tails, I'm crashing out. What was that? That was like the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Now Sonic, drop kick that takes both of them down. How did Charles get hit? That man is flopping. That man flopped. I'm sending that into the NBA offices. He flopped. You know what? Let's just go another 1D. He's been drilled with 4 of them. He's been hit with 4 of those today. How is he, like, breathing? Charles is finally back up from his beauty rest. Tails covers him while he's still stunned. Charles is taking forever, but it gets done. Wow, that was a heck of a match. That took a while. But Sonic and Tails get the W. It did take hitting 4 3Ds. But hey, you know what? Tag Team Champions have momentum heading into next week's fight versus Ed and Eddie. But the Cruiserweight Championship on the line right now. Your first of 2 title shots here tonight. Here is the Cruiserweight Champion, and Stewie is looking to retain this belt and hoping that his father Peter can retain the World Championship later. But this Cruiserweight division has been under the thumb of Stewie for a better half of, actually probably the whole entire year of 2025. And then you see that championship being held up there. Stewie, SpongeBob. Fireworks are about to happen here. Punch to the face, and then some more chain wrestling here. Looks like he's getting the better of him, squeezing the life out of him here. He's just like, all right, finally. Took him a while to figure out where they were going with that. That's the only weird thing about chain wrestling, is that animation right there. Springboard, clothesline, takes him down. It seems like everyone's got hops. Everybody has hops. Like, unless you're just like massive. I mean, we kind of somewhat saw a, you know, like Peter fly through the air the other day. But look at this. Armbar. You know that Stewie tapped out on episode 1 with SpongeBob. So now you're going to see SpongeBob try to go all in. Trying to get him to tap one more time. It seems like his move, the Sponge Lariat, doesn't bring enough punch anymore, so he likes to try to get people to tap. And SpongeBob's pretty good at it lately. But Stewie, on the other hand, you get hit with a torpedo right in the middle of your face with that big head of his, you're gone. You also get hit with a Stewie bomb from the middle rope, also known as the H-bomb. Oh, wow. Look at that. He just like went all the way down to the floor, and then now he's kept up. Stewie bashes his face on the ground, or bashes his face on that apron. Clothesline, kip up again. I mean, he just got that bouncy energy to him. Now in the ring, SpongeBob to the top. Stewie waiting for him. It's like he punched him in the ankles, and then he fell off the ropes here. What are we doing, guys? Lock in, man. Y'all gotta lock in. I mean, maybe that was what's supposed to happen. Stewie punched him in the ankles and he went flying over him. But now he just delivers some ground attack offense on him. And you know, I'm curious for everybody. Wait a minute. Is that a Brock lock? Talk about a submission. But SpongeBob's arm hitting the rope is what made the referee say rope break. It just kind of briefly hit it, and then, wow, cannonball. Right into SpongeBob there. Forearm takes him down. Lady ref, move, please. I'm going to fire this lady if she does not move. All right, we got another submission. I told y'all I'm not kidding. They want to get this big submission. They want to tap each other out. It's not a submission match because this is regular rules for the Cruiserweight fight. But now we're just trading hands, slapping in the face here and there. Chop right across the chest. SpongeBob caught him in the mouth. These guys right here going nuts. Or this crowd going nuts for them. Stewie, the next time we do a Hall of Fame, could very easily be a Hall of Famer, but he's trying his best to knock the lights out of the current Hall of Famer. Uh-oh, the move he beat Squidward with last week, Krusty Krab Deluxe. Rolls him into a cover. And a kick out from the champ. What more are we going to need to see? for SpongeBob to possibly get Stewie to tap or possibly pin Stewie. And the question could be put the other way too. What could Stewie do to beat SpongeBob? I love how everybody said SpongeBob was washed, and then this man is coming out here. He's 2-0 so far. He's wrestling back-to-back episodes, but hold on a minute. Let me hold it, because he's got buckle bomb. That's a pretty tough thing to kick out of if you're SpongeBob. And he does anyway, get the shoulder up. All right, SpongeBob hanging in there. I mean, I assume that there's more SpongeBob fans than Stewie fans. Oh, Torpedo misses. Absolutely sidestep, and he caught him with a lariat. Caught him with that lariat cover. It's almost like his finisher, but just without the slam before it. And then you think about what I just said, that finisher on the way, the sponge lariat. Leans back, referee taking forever. That little momentarily pause, I mean, that could have cost Stewie. Or excuse me, it could have cost SpongeBob, or it did cost SpongeBob. But now we got flying springboard, clothesline. I mean, you gotta think, that move doesn't get kicked out of that often, but you know, it always seems like the referees are slow as crap. Now what is SpongeBob thinking? A whisper in the wind to the floor. We are entering different levels of just goatedness from SpongeBob right now. Although people do believe Donald is the GOAT, but you never know. SpongeBob and Donald both in that chamber. Maybe we'll see how... Oh, wait! He tried to do some type of big move there. There was a knee strike that missed. Look at all these counters that we're seeing today. Blue Thunder Bomb from SpongeBob. This is insane. And now wait, he was trying to go for an STF. He knew it. He sensed it. He just said, "No, you're not doing that." Stewie is trying to stay away from any type of submission he can, but that power bomb to SpongeBob just did him dirty. Now looking to slam him with a body slam. Middle rope here, H-bomb. That might do it. SpongeBob, both shoulders are down. And Stewie powers out, or excuse me, Stewie couldn't get him. SpongeBob powers out. This match has got me confuffled because I'm over here saying the different names, trading names wrong. This has been that type of day. It's been that type of episode here. And to think that I am this fatigued with seeing everything that's happened, and we still got a match later in the episode too. But look at this, it's the Krusty Krab submission. The way he beat Stewie the first time, and we got a new Cruiserweight champion. SpongeBob has done it. SquarePants is now champion once again. Congrats to him, but we got a main event steel cage match. Could we see another new champion? Shrek is there. Peter on the way. But look at that confident strut. Look at the confidence on him. Look at the confident Shrek. A confident ogre is the most scary one. That smile is scary, but Peter is not scared. He is the world champion, holding that belt high, representing the company. 3-time world champion, Hall of Famer, Triple Crown champ. The only reason he ain't Grand Slam is because he weighs too much to fight for the Cruiserweight title. But now we see Charles back in the ring. We got a steel cage that we got to lower here in a second. This is your main event on episode 3. Championship on the line in the steel cage. They broke the ring last episode, so we got to see if this structure will work here today. I don't know, man. We're going to have to see if it works. But right now, just kind of choking out Peter. I mean, goodness gracious. He just almost made him, I think he made him pass out for a second. Oh, my Lord. That strength from Shrek. I mean, look at it. To be honest with you, if you compare the way Shrek looked in the other games we had to the way he looks right now, you would think that, hey man, Shrek has been in the gym. He looks like he really kind of has. Peter, on the other hand, no. But that's understandable. Peter's still the champ. Peter has that different, you know, he's from Quahog, man. He's got that type of, something about him. Shrek left the door open, and now Peter, that did not work. And he just got dead. Well, your window of opportunity was there. Oh, Shrek missed the cheeks. He missed on the drop there. And now Peter, never mind, he just got grabbed by Shrek though. Shrek is gonna take him and just run his face across that rope, or he's choking him with it. The champion looks terrible. Looks like a horrible outing from the champ. Suplex. Just had to let the blood rush into his head and then suplexing. Shrek is up, climbing. I didn't know Ogre could climb, but we're gonna see. Peter, you better get on your horse. This man is already halfway there. Peter's got to start climbing. And now, on the same level, bashing each other's faces in. But now Peter does it to him. Shrek falls, and Peter jumps down. Then he got kicked in the head. Saito suplex. And Peter, what the hell?
Nice.
I think this game just broke. Peter tried to roll out of the ring in a steel cage match. He is stuck. How in the world? What do we do? Hold on. I think I got an idea. Alright, so I'm gonna see if I can fix this. I might not be able to. Oh, gee! Oh, what? Oh my, oh, what am I doing? What is happening?
Bruh.
What the heck? What, he just squirt. What is Peter doing? And now Shrek is hitting a taunt?
Got him!
Okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. Can I get a weapon? Can I? No, they don't let you get weapons? Alright, better idea. How about I try to go through the door? Charles, open the door. Charles, open the door, please. I will Donald Duck your ass if you don't open this door. You know what? Fine. You don't want to open it. Alright, can I try to climb back up? No? But can I not hit Peter from here? He's practically glitching out the cage. Alright. This does not mean Shrek has won. We are going to restart this. Shrek did not win the match because obviously it's still going on. What am I doing? Am I in the cage or not? So I'm climbing. Wait, can I climb the outside and then get back inside? Is that possible? Can I like go over the top there? Nope. I'm not over the top. I'm just inside the cage, and Peter is tweaking right now. Oh my God. What is he doing? He's floating. Okay, you know what? I need to update my game. No, this is ridiculous. I mean, look at Peter. Okay, so steel cage matches are broken. So we're gonna right now we're in the middle of simulating a Hell in a Cell match for the world title. I'm sure no one has any complaints about that. But what you just saw was probably one of the most insane cartoon wrestling moments in this history. It's the one time where we kind of break the fourth wall and we just sit here and talk about like glitches in this game happening. We don't normally see glitches, but we just saw one of the biggest glitches I've ever seen in this game. Made for one of the funniest moments too. Shrek now with Peter, or excuse me, I need to pay attention. I'm flabbergasted, guys. I didn't think you were thinking you were going to get something like that, but now we got Shrek clotheslining the mess out of Peter. And now we see him going down with the dragon, or he's holding on to his knee. Peter's stomping on that ankle. Shrek is down. The big guy showing vulnerability, but never mind. That did not last that long either. Peter Griffin is struggling. Trying to find a way to possibly get out of this. Is that a camel clutch? But Shrek pulled down on it, and now he lands on his face. Peter, Irish whip, clotheslines him. He finally is able to get the giant off his feet with a big time move like that. Covered by Shrek. You know, Shrek is a former world champ. Obviously Peter, current champ, but you know, whatever Shrek debuted in cartoon wrestling was 2K23, and the first person he went after was Peter, so they got history if you're an OG fan. Now we're getting back inside here, because if we were in a steel cage, they'd be glitching out right now if they tried to do all that. I mean, let me just tell you, next episode, this one has been great, but next episode you see Plankton fighting in an Elimination Chamber qualifier against a mystery opponent. You're going to see the tag titles on the line. Sonic and Tails going at it with Ed and Eddie of the Ed Boys, so that'll be an interesting fight. We're going to see which one of the Ed Boys may not get involved in that fight, or maybe they do get involved. But now you got Shrek kind of just getting nailed. I mean, well, Peter is kind of getting nailed too. Here we are, Peter chopping across the chest. Shrek punches him right back in the face. And now, yeah, it just broke down. Let's just go throw hands. Everybody does this. We've seen this in every singles match here today. But you know what? I'm here for it. Okay, no, I take that back. This is too much. I'm not here for this. I gotta go fix the settings next episode before we start getting into matches, because it feels like everyone does this. Everybody is out here trying to just throw hands at each other. Like, come on, man. But it does kind of decrease the time limit on a match, because that means that their health is going down. They get finishers quicker when they do this. Signatures come up quicker, and abilities. Yeah, we just said screw it. Again, Peter and his challenger throwing hands. I'm manually operating this camera, so you guys don't have to try to watch through the cage, because it's kind of hard to look through the cage when you're not playing. Like, when you're controlling one of them, you can see through it, I believe. Now we're in the corner. Peter lifts up Shrek. Shrek said no, kicked him in the face. Doesn't want anything to do with that. Now sidewalk slam. I have a feeling we're getting close to the final minutes of this brawl, because you see how much health that they have. I mean, they've wow, there goes Peter. Now to the outside. Oh wait, Shrek got caught off guard. Shrek, how in the world did that cage not break? They must have upgraded the strength of the cages, because I think a power bomb from Shrek should break it. They must have like some, you know, they got some high quality steel. I don't know how the cage did not break off of that, but you know what? This match is still going on. Shrek is back up. Peter laying the strikes in. Shrek throwing in, I mean, face first. He's stunned at the moment. Peter punched him in the face again. Kind of just walking all over the outside area. We're back inside now. Peter gets in there. Now he's going to run Hogan leg drop. Dude thinks it's Hulk Hogan. Wants to bury Shrek with that. This is what I was talking about earlier. It looked like we got Charles vision here for a second. Oh! Flies over the rope. Shoulder into the face. Dragging Shrek into the middle so he can get him. trying to make him go night-night here. But I don't know if his arm is wrapped around I don't think he has his arm all the way wrapped around. It's like he's keeping him from doing it. So he gives up because he wants to try something else. He's got a better idea. Looks like a white noise. Taking down his challenger. Cover off of that. Is that enough? No. Wow. He kicks out of that. Shrek is in a bad spot. Boot across the face. And now you see Peter dragging Shrek away. Only to try to go for a chokehold again. This time, it looks like he's got it locked in. He's got it locked in, and Shrek is tapping. And still your champion, Peter Griffin. Congrats to him. Heck of an episode, but we cap it off with Peter retaining. If you enjoyed it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Cartoon Wrestling.
You'll feel better once you testify. Testify. Testify.
This man wants to testify.
Very well, my brother, let us leave.